Okay, go ahead and state your name.
Ryan.
Ryan, where are you coming in from, Ryan?
So coming in from San Francisco, California.
Wow, so all the way from San Francisco. I understand you took a red eye too, so you're sort of on not so much sleep right now. But
yeah, luckily I came in early. I got in early. The hotel let me in, so
okay.
got a 2-hour nap before coming here.
Okay.
So I'm ready for it.
And you're ready for the muggy Florida weather. Yeah, it's, welcome. Yeah. Well, tell me about your hair loss. When did you start losing your hair? And
so I probably started losing my hair probably 27, 28, so 3 to 4 years ago.
Okay.
Lost a lot probably in the past year to 6 months to a year.
Okay.
So, but the funny part was, I've always been kind of thinking about, this process and whether, to do it or not. But,
sure.
Obviously, to the general public, people think, wow, that's pretty invasive process just for hair. So then you're always going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
But then you go on YouTube and I came across your videos and I saw that being able to join your journey with your clients and see how easy it was, and then it kind of limited that fear, and it made me able to kind of pull that trigger and say, all right, let's just do this.
Awesome.
Right? It seems okay, and I read all the Google reviews. You got a lot of good Google reviews, and then it's like, okay, I feel pretty comfortable about this.
Good.
Let's do this.
Enough to get all the way on a plane and come over. Now I'm so glad you did. You'll be happy you did, and we are going to follow you throughout this whole process. So anybody in your family with hair loss, or
so it definitely is genetic.
Okay.
My mom's dad, so my grandfather is completely bald.
Okay.
My cousin on my mom's side has balded too, and he's 3 years younger than I am.
Okay.
So
even more
my family's saying that I'm the experiment. So if it goes well for me,
we may see some family.
They're gonna share the word, and then you might see some family.
You're the guinea pig. Okay, cool. So tell me, if does hair loss affect you? And being so young with this amount of hair loss, does it affect you in any way?
So I guess it's not really like a confidence issue in terms of like being able to speak with people and being personable, but to be honest, it's frustrating, right? Because I tend to be, kind of a control freak, especially, working in the technology industry in the Bay Area, and, if you have crooked teeth, you can, get braces, and it's not invasive, it's not bad. If you want to grow your career, you just work a little harder and, go through the interview process and get another job. But with hair, it's like, I get Rogaine, you put it on, you still see it kind of falling out, and then, you try to, take more vitamins and do all those things, and, it's just not working. And then, so this is my way of kind of taking
control of a situation that you didn't have control. Okay, awesome, exactly. Man. All right, well, we'll be following you throughout the day today, and we're going to go in and draw the hairline out now. And thanks again for sharing your story and journey with everyone.
No problem. Appreciate it. Looking forward to it.
Okay, I'm here with Ryan, and Ryan has agreed to let us shave his head today, and he's able to wear a hat at work, fortunately. So I wanted to show people his hairline that we've drawn before we shave his head. So as you can see, we built in a little recession, and basically keeping in line with where his hair is, he sort of had this widow peak in the front. We're going to sort of keep that in line, and you can see how that's going to reframe his face all the way around. And I want to show the strategy that we're going to do. So the frontal third, we come back to about here. So that's going to be priority number one. We're going to basically fill that in and fill in those recessions. And then it gets interesting because he's got a big old crown, and for him, that's sort of his priority right now. And then we have a center portion here, I would say this middle area here, which for him is important, but the crown for him is bothering him more. And I let him know, and let everyone know, the strategy would be, to fill, this is basically what we call the bang for the buck. We're addressing the areas that need hair the most. However, if he decides, or if his genetics decide that he's going to be a bald guy, it would look a little unnatural to have hair in the front, hair in the back, and nothing in the middle. So at that point, you just have to be open to having another procedure to fix it, which he's very open, he's very motivated to get hair. So, and he has great donors. So anyway, that's the strategy for today. Next time you see him, he'll have a shaved head, and Anything else I'm missing, Ryan? How you feel? You feel nervous?
Let's do this. No, I mean, I think I was nervous doing all the research, but then when you kind of make the decision, you commit to it.
Yeah.
So I've committed to Dr. Huebner and kind of letting him make the calls when it comes to the expertise. Obviously, he gives me some options.
Yep.
We had a lengthy discussion in regards to what to do, but
yep.
I trust him, and I'm pretty much just going to relax the rest of the day and
beautiful
and be in his hands.
Awesome. Well, thanks again. We'll check in a little bit.
All right.
Beautiful. Okay, I'm here with Ryan, and at this point he's had his strip removed. He's all sewn up. We're sitting here watching a little bit of ESPN, and you can see how hard it is for him right now. How much pain are you in, scale of 1 to 10?
Wasn't that bad.
Good.
I mean, after kind of the anesthesia, couldn't really feel anything.
Awesome.
Just like the pressure that you put on, but I mean, no pain.
Yep.
After that, I feel pretty good.
Good. Awesome. We just walked around a little bit, stretched the legs, used the bathroom. So now the next step's going to be inserting, or actually making the little slits where all the grafts are going to go. So and I'll do a video after that. But hang in there, man, and we'll be checking in a little later.
Sounds good.
Cool. Okay, I'm here with Ryan. We've just completed his procedure. Ryan, overall, how was your day today? What was your experience like?
Pretty easy.
Yep.
I mean, I guess the hardest part was the anesthesia. But,
yep.
After that, didn't really feel much. Probably dozed off.
Definitely dozed off a little bit.
I think I dozed off for about half of the procedure.
Yeah.
So, by the time I woke up, it was pretty much done.
Yeah.
Saw kind of the coverage that I got, which was, pretty amazing in my opinion.
Yeah.
When you break it down in kind of a basic standpoint.
Yeah.
There's a lot of volume, and I was just trying to get as many hairs as possible, and it looks like we got quite a bit, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Yep, so I'll pan up here and kind of show people what we've done. So in his case, again, we went for the bang for the buck, which means a big band in the frontal hairline and back about, 4 or 5 finger lengths to cover that recession. And then we put the rest on the crown. Now his crown's pretty sizable, but we were able to really hit the crown. And now it's just a matter of waiting and seeing how much density he gets. And again, it's anywhere from 30 to 40%. The crown might be a little less based on the fact that the angles of the hairs are in a kind of a spiral configuration, which means a little less density. But this is going to really make a big difference for him. And the nice thing is with the FUT is if he ever needs another procedure, he could do it. He can go right above or below, or if the scar bothers him, we could take the scar out. So anyway, Ryan, thank you again for sharing your story. Anything you would tell people that are really nervous about the process itself, or a lot of people get scared of the thought of a hair transplant.
And I think that's where watching these videos comes into play, right? Where you kind of you're not really here, but watching these videos allows you to be kind of a fly on the room, right? And you can see that I'm not really a needles kind of guy, so maybe that's why the anesthesia was. It's not bad. They're just little pinches. Yeah. I didn't know that there are going to be so many. Yeah. Right. I thought that there'd be like 2 pinches. Yeah. But it's a little. Obviously, there are a lot more because it's covering.
It's a line of anesthesia around the front and the back.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. But you can get through it once.
And once you get through that, you don't feel anything.
Nothing.
We're watching TV, talking about sports. And then I dozed off halfway through by the time I woke up, and when they were kind of putting in the plugs or putting in the hairs, I really didn't feel anything. Right. So
So just we don't use any plugs. Plugs isn't the grafts. Just in case somebody was like plugs. No.
Vocabulary right. But
it's easy stuff though. It actually is an enjoyable day for most people, and they walk out saying that was easy. So all right, man. Well, I appreciate it again, Ryan, and we'll be checking in on him about a day or two later. He's actually going to stick around in Fort Lauderdale for another day, and so he's going to come by for a recheck probably on Friday, 2 days. But anyway, thanks again, and we'll be following up.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
us now, 844-327-4247, and ask about our Hue and Hue Plus procedures, which move more hair than ever before. Hope to hear from you soon.